Well, let's talk about an exciting project, which is the new Terminal 3 at Frankfurt Airport. I'm very pleased to say I'm joined by Nina and Hazel, who are kind of central to this project and have been presenting these ideas at the conference. Nina, I'll start with you. Introduce us a little bit to your role and the project.
Yeah, I'm Nina Kristin Gür, and I'm heading the retail key account management at Frankfurt Airport for all terminals, Terminal 1 and 2, which are in operation right now. And Terminal 3 is going into operation in 2 years' time. And we are planning a completely new commercial offer there.
So Hazel, a new commercial offer, what does that mean? What's it going to look like?
Well, it's going to be amazing. There's going to be many retail firsts in there. It's a really exciting terminal with some beautiful architecture, some great features. So we've been working with the Frankfurt Airport team to really bring that to life and find the best brands, best retailers, plan the space as well as it can be so that the passengers have an amazing experience when they're there.
It must be quite exciting to start from scratch with a terminal like this. What in your mind, what are the things that are really important that you think this is what the passengers must have?
Of course, we know what's like essentials in airport commercial offerings. Of course, restaurants and duty-free is what comes into your mind at first. But nevertheless, we really work together on what passengers might need before they even know it. So we try to set up the space in that way, and also taking into account, of course, the sales and revenue point of view, and find an ideal balance on how to do that.
And you're sort of bringing your sort of consultancy expertise.
Yeah.
Are you drawing from other airports? How do you sort of bring in that, I guess, your blueprint of ideas to recommend to Nina?
Yeah, well, every airport is unique, so we always take that into account. But what we try to do is really plan always from a customer point of view. Some airports tend to plan from a revenue first point of view, but our ethos is that you never actually then get something that's going to delight the customers, and so you may not actually make that revenue that you planned. So we started from a place of what do the customers want, what's going to make them happy, what's going to excite them, and then of course the great revenue flows from that. So that's really where we approach it from.
And is that ultimately what, I suppose, the story you want passengers to tell, is that, because we've all been through airports, haven't we, where we go, oh goodness me, don't go through that airport, but we want people to talk about the new Terminal 3 at Frankfurt and go, oh my God, it was such a great experience.
Yes, actually that's what we're aiming at. So it's quite special. You need to know that we're going to move all the airlines and passengers that are right now flying from Terminal 2, we're going to move them into Terminal 3. So we kind of know a bit of what kind of passengers we've got there. We've got data that we can use, or we could use, for the analysis and also for how we want to set it up. And so, yeah, we want to bring a lot more excitement. We look into what passengers of tomorrow might need. We have quite a young crowd of passengers that fly through Terminal 2 right now, and we implement that in Terminal 3. So yes, I'm pretty sure, and I'm also proud of what we've actually come up with in general, how it's going to look like, because it's really going to be some firsts and some concepts that passengers do not really know or have never seen in an airport. So.
Hazel, you're talking about all airports are unique, they're their own sort of entity. What is it about Frankfurt that stands it apart, particularly about maybe the journeys people are going on? What is the uniqueness of Frankfurt?
Well, as Nina Kristin just said, one of the really unique things about Frankfurt is the youth of the passengers. So to have such a young profile is really great, because we know that Gen Z are now starting to travel independently, and they're looking for really different things when they travel. So we're having to think about different brands, different concepts and so on that will really excite them, because they don't want to see airport retail that their parents might have enjoyed. They want to see something really new and fresh. So we've tried to bring that in mostly through the food and beverage offer, because that's a category that we know younger people really love to engage in, but also in the gifting and in the fashion as well.
But it's still on a high level, yeah. So I'm pretty sure that what we developed and what we expect from our tenants and our operators is all going to attract older passenger groups as well.
I think that might be me, sadly.
Probably me too.
Yeah, but all of us are actually, so I presented that yesterday, so 55% of our passengers are younger than 40 years right now already. So we need to take that into account and must not decide from our point of view, because this is not what counts in the end.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough, I suppose. I want the world to revolve around me, but yes, we can't make that work. So you just touched on it there, you presented here at the conference, and how did that go?
Yeah, it was great. We were the first presentation in the morning yesterday to open the conference, so we were very proud to be able to do that, to set the scene. And it's great. I mean, it's really well attended. It's a really great conference because there's so many people here from really all over the world. I mean, it's really, truly global. And it's just great to have the conference so we can hear ideas and ask questions and so on, but then also the breakout areas where you can meet and network and discuss. It's a really great conference.
Yeah, Nina, what's your reflection on the conference, but also the expo as well?
Yeah, I really liked it, and I think it's a great development to see that commercial is becoming more relevant. Passenger experience is going to merge with digital, so everything is more connected now. So I think that's a great move, and I really like how they set it up. And Jeremy set the conference up quite well for the commercial part, and in general it was a really nice exchange, and also to meet the colleagues from the aviation department in other areas, so that's a very good connection.
Nina and Hazel, thank you so much for talking to me. Thank you.